Hello, this is my 8th speech for the Ron Paul curriculum. Today's topic is on how the government is supposed to work and how it works today. To start off the speech, I would like to talk about how the government is supposed to work. We have 4 branches of the government. It includes the judiciary, the Supreme Court. The executive carries out and enforces laws and includes the vice president, the cabinet, and other departments and committees. The legislative, the House and the Senate, and the states is the people. Basically, I am part of the government because I am of the people. And the people are the most powerful out of all of the branches. Why? Because we elect our government. Well, we elect our president, but we have our governors go to the Electoral College and they count the votes of the people. People now think that our government is a democracy. It is not a democracy because the people don't vote. They have votes that go to the Electoral College and we count the votes there, and that's how we decide our president. I will get to the election of this year in a moment. But continuing, the judiciary hears cases and decides the right punishment for the individual. The executive carries out and enforces laws. The legislative draft and propose laws, confirms or rejects presidential nominations for head of federal agencies, federal justices, and the Supreme Court. And they also have the authority to declare war. The states create the economy. We have our government to protect us from someone that is violating my rights. So someone that is on my property, they can tell them that they are violating my rights. Not exactly like on my property, like if they are violating my rights by taking away land without my consent or my permission. So let's say that my neighbor is trying to cut down the trees in our yard, which we have a lot of trees. Well, she does not have the right to do that because this is my land and my property. Well, my parents' property, but you get the picture. The people are the most powerful because we are the ones that made the government and we make our economy. We have our market, our businesses, and we are all individuals that create our market and economy. The government does not create the economy, and the government did not create the states. We created the government. The president is there to protect and defend our rights, his oath of office, and the Constitution. Without that, we would have a king who basically tells us what we can and cannot do, which that is not how the government or the president in general is supposed to work. And one of our recent presidents, Barack Obama, he did not listen to the Congress, and he went and bombed Libya, which you're not supposed to go around bombing people. The president can be involved in foreign affairs and foreign policies, but not domestic policies. He can be involved in foreign policies by creating peace with other countries and representing our country as a whole and as the people. But that is not how the government works today. As I said before, that what Obama did, what he did was unconstitutional. He is not allowed to just go around and go bombing Libya. It's totally not right. The government now, how it works today, is we treat the people in the government like a king. The people that we look for help, which is not how we should look at it. We should ask our states or our community for help, not the government. Because let's say that this is the government, I'm the people. You ask the government for money. The government will take money from me, give it to you, and take more than half for themselves. And that's not what they're supposed to do. That is violating my rights because you are taking away my money they are taking away my money for themselves and for you, which you don't even get that much money anyways. We basically say, like, So if the president was coming down this road, everyone would be out there looking to the president. Which we should treat the president and the government with respect, because they are the ones that protect our rights. But we treat the government with too much respect, and politicians today try to tell people that who they should vote for. So, say this year we have had extreme voter fraud in this year's election because of Democrats. They are rigging the election by counting more votes for Biden. So, I heard my dad talking to one of my church members saying that 2 people turned 1,000 votes into 20,000 votes, all for Biden. And then they're saying that they don't know what happened. And then people all over the news are saying that there is no evidence for the voter fraud, which there absolutely is. It's all over the internet. People are posting it on their phones and putting it on Facebook, everywhere. Really, today we have a really bad government, because the government will tell you how to run your business. They will take away your property if they want to. They can build new highways if they want to, which they are not supposed to. The states are. They will give federal money to schools, which they're not supposed to do. The states are supposed to help education, and the government's not supposed to help with education. That's not their job. That's the state's job to do, and the community is responsible for education. And we really do have a bad education. Really, we have had a bad education. And I don't think it's going to get much better, because everyone's looking to the government for federal money so they can have money for their schools, which they should not do. That's really our government today. We have politicians that lie to people, tell them who to elect for president. We have people that the president's just going around bombing whoever they want, making trades and treaties with other countries, like the Vice President Biden. During his reign with Obama, he was in China, and he was making businesses there in China and doing deals with China, which we are not friends with China. And as I said before, the Constitution was violated and destroyed in Washington's second presidential term. The government is way too in control, and no one cares about the Constitution anymore. They think they've read the Constitution by reading law books, but no one cares about the Constitution anymore because of our presidents in the past. And all of the bad presidents have looked to what Washington did in his second term, and they twisted it and made it their own way and made it even more unconstitutional. And that's how they ran an office. They didn't care if they went and bombed any country, because they thought it was in the Constitution, and they thought, since that president did it, I can do it too. So, conclusions. The government shouldn't be going around telling states what to do, like building new roads, giving federal money to education, or for education. They shouldn't be telling us how to run our economy, and going against the Constitution, which I say that I am a libertarian, because I believe in for individuals to run their own businesses and not have the government's help to run their own business. If you're going to run a business, you should be the one that makes the business, not the government. And before I end this speech, I wanted to just say something. I'm going to quote from Madison. This is one of my favorite things I've ever heard. It's a quote from Madison. Remember this: if men were angels, we need not be governed. Men are not angels. That is why we have a government, to govern us and to help protect and defend our rights, not to build highways and give federal money to education. That concludes my 8th speech for the Ron Paul curriculum. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day.